Hello YouTube. So we done a thing on the Camaro. Check it out. We got an 8-point roll bar. Yes. Pretty good welds on it too, if I have to say so myself. Of course I didn't do it. But yeah. We only had 6 plates, so we put a plate there, a plate there, and we had to cut it up to make it fit. And then a plate there. And yeah, some of the welds got a little crazy down there. It's hard to weld to the floor pans, but yeah, everywhere else where it was thicker metal looks really good. And I had a really big hole right here, and I cut it out. I didn't make a video of that because I suck at it. I cut it out and I bought these floor pans. These floor pans were a lot bigger than this, so I just cut it out what I needed. See, that's how big they are, and that's the hole I cut out. And this was the passenger side. It was pretty rough. See that big hole? Yeah. And that was the driver's side. It wasn't too bad, but it was still pretty bad. But we're gonna get those rubber grommets out of there and put them back in there. And the guy that did the cage is gonna. Watch me cut myself. The guy that did the cage is gonna weld them in. I was wanting him to do all of it, but I guess he didn't want to cut those out. I can see why. I hate sheet metal work. Sparks fly everywhere. Metal dust gets in your teeth, your hair. It burns you. I don't like it. The people who do this type of work, my hat's off to you. If they do it all day, every day, I don't like it. It's stinky. It burns you. Makes you smell like burnt metal. Anyway, but today we're going to address this right here. See, these keep popping out on me, and you know, not this one, but I've replaced these before, and it didn't do no good, because if you replace those, and this is bad, see, it don't do no good, because, yeah, someone put a bunch of tape on there, hoping it would stick in there, and it doesn't. This car doesn't even use the electric nothing anymore, except for the locks, and those don't even work half the time. But anyway, we're going to replace this, and we got new window cranks. This was an electric door, electric windows, but we took it out to save some weight, because the manual stuff is way lighter. But yeah, let's replace this. Yeah, and the other side isn't much better. And take this off. All you gotta do is take this one bolt out, and we should be able to pop it out. Mind you, we have to get by this, and we have to get by this handle. But let's take this out first, see what we got. Oh no, there's another one down here. Yeah, there's one here, and there's one there. So let's take those two out. I think that was supposed to have been a screw. Someone replaced it with a bolt. But anyway, yeah. All right, and this is the driver's side. It's got the rear view mirror adjuster on it. And this is the passenger side. And these right here are pretty self-explanatory. That one has to be the driver's side, see? And that one has to be the passenger side. And that was supposed to have been black, but it's gray. Who cares? That's all right. We could probably paint it. All right, so typically you got to pop this out. Then you got to unplug it. Then unsnake the plugs, like this one's already. Snake the plugs up inside there. And then you take that bolt out and that bolt right there out. I'll probably have to have 2 hands to do this, but yeah, it should pop loose. Should be able to snake it out of there. Yeah, I might have to have 2 hands. Alright, so this is where I'm at. You gotta get these clips going. You gotta pop those loose, and then you gotta hold the handle out like this, snake that off, and then it's got to go so deep. Once it goes so deep on the lock here, the lock will come out. But yeah, it's hard to do with just one hand. Well, the lock decided to come with it. But then once you get it so far, you can unplug your light bulb. Light bulb goes in there. And then let's go over here and take all this stuff over to the other one and switch everything out. I guess I should have ordered new switches too, but because these are kind of wore, but whatever. And again, guys, the reason I'm doing this is because if you replace this and you don't replace that, they both break. They both wear. See, the tabs off this one broke. See, there's no tabs. This one has the tabs. See, but it's hard to get those out. So, I mean, if yours hasn't got broken tabs and fallen out, when you take this out, you got to kind of snake a screwdriver in there and push in on this. And same thing, and kind of, they're not easy. But anyway, usually when people rip them out, not only they break the tabs, but they break this part too. And they don't latch anymore. So I've replaced this on the driver's side already, and it still pops out. We'll see that here in a minute. And see, this is what I was talking about. You can buy new clips for these, but if they split and break like that, see, that one won't hold a clip no more. That bezel's shot. And then like this one right here, yeah, see, the sides ripped off it, so it won't hold a new clip. So you're better off just to buy new bezels. And the way these buttons come out, see right here on the top and the bottom, right there, and right there. See that little hump on the top and the bottom? There's a little hump right there. That's where they latch to, so I just stuck a screwdriver down in there, pop. Stuck a screwdriver in this side, pop. And then we'll do the same thing on this one, except for on this one they're on the sides. This one they're top and bottom. This one they're on the sides. And that's the window roller upper. And this side ones, that's the lock for the passenger side. All right, we got the new one, and to get them in the new one, I'm just gonna shove them in there. Shove them in there, and they should just lock in place. All right, so those weren't the easiest to pop in there, but what I did was I put it in, and then I flipped it over this, because you try to push that way, it's just going to be pushing on this. But I put it in, I flipped it over that way, I pushed down like that. Did the same thing on the back one, and made it a little easier. Popped right in. So let's put the new, this side in, making sure to get our locking thing. Locking thing, you just snake through the front right there, and we have to latch it on the back before any of this goes on. When it gets close, we have to reach around there and grab that rod, put that rod up in that hole, and then clip it in these right here. All right, almost forgot our light. Got to put our light in first. All right, took a little wrestling, but we got it on. Make sure you push this in so that it clips on that thing, because you'll lock it and it'll get stuck and won't unlock. So that works. Make sure you're clipped all the way around, and we can go ahead and put our screws in there and there. All right, then we'll get our new switches, or bezel switches, plug our switches in, and then we'll push everything down inside there. And this one had a broken window roller upper. I just kept in the floorboard. Ever since I switched it to manual, I never did have a window roller upper for this, a window handle. So yeah, put your clip in like that. Those ain't easy to get in. And then you just put it right there and push real hard. Sometimes you have to smack it with your hand and it'll pop in place. And pull on it, make sure it's locked. There we go. That definitely ain't going now. They move around because the wire is pushing them around, but those big metal clips, it ain't popping out there no more. I guarantee you that. Our new handle works. It ain't coming off. Looks good. I wish that was black like I ordered, but whatever. Look, there's a little spot. But Get it on Amazon. Amazon for cheap. What do you expect? Let's do the other side. See, on this side over here, that's a new bezel. This is how I learned. I set the alarm off. Playing with the door locks. But yeah, this was a new bezel. But yeah, see, you can see the clips are still good. But well, no, this one broke. And I did put the tape on this. Yeah, this one broke. Those things break easy when you take these out. And you can buy these clips separate as long as this part don't break. See, as long as these grooves don't break, which they usually break out right here, you can buy new clips. But I don't know if you noticed before on the other one, they were broke out of there. But yeah, as long as none of that's broke, you can buy these clips to put in there rather than buying the whole bezel. But you know, they get so faded and stuff, you might as well buy the bezel. But yeah, let's do this one the same way. We got another plug in here for the mirrors. Just some insight on this. This part right here is hard to get out around this. I mean, you can unbolt that and you'll get a little bit of wiggle room. If you unbolt these two, you'll get a little bit more. But if you push this in and then go up and around this way, it comes off a lot easier. If you try to go any other way with that piece right there that hooks down here, I mean, it's almost impossible to get it off. But yeah. Anyway. And you know what? I should have got the bezels that did not have the window roller uppers for the electric windows, because I'm manual windows now, but those are really hard to find. I couldn't find any. And the rearview mirror mover thingamajigger, there ain't a lot of space to get in there, but it has the clip things on the side, just like these other ones did. See them right there? Yeah, so you got to get a really flat screwdriver in there and kind of wedge. I just stuck it down in there, and like that right there, and wedged out, and did the other side, and it'll pop out. Now I noticed when you put it back in, there's that little notch right there. That notch goes in that groove. And then your clips are on the side right there and right there. And that's the top. Like that right there. Took a little pushing to get that one to latch all the way in. I don't know what that was all about, but yeah, it took some pushing to get both sides of the lock in. But yeah, there we go. Put her back in. Oh, and another thing, when you come in on these handles, you got to come from straight up like this, and then in, and then roll them in, and then make sure you guide your lock up in there. I actually think we can put this on lash, and when you roll it in, make sure you roll this part in through here, making sure not to catch any of the wires. Almost forgot our light bulb. Gotta hook that up back here. Right there. Where my finger's at. So you can't put that on last. Just make sure. Yeah, you can't put that in last. Just make sure the lever gets out here, the metal part, and then you can snake that in and latch it in. Just like that. That's all snapped on. This one's never had a bolt here. Actually, the hole behind it's really bad wallered out too, so I'm gonna have to get a short fat screw to go in there. And we can go ahead and put our other bolt here, and we can plug our bezel in and put it back in. I don't know how them lights screw in there, but they don't like to stay in there. And you can reach it, just ain't easy. You can reach it from out here. Like I said, it don't. Thought maybe they're broke. I don't know, they twisted out. I just can't get them to twist back in. Let me mess with it more. There we go. Looks good. Everything works, looks good. Well, the windows don't. This does though. It moves the mirrors. That one don't move. I was backing out that gate back there and the wind blew. Bam. It even cracked my fender right there. But Yeah, so I want my window handles to match, and it looks like they do actually. But I got a new one for this one. And those clips, what I found is you get those dental picks. These dental picks work really good on getting those metal snap rings out. But it ain't easy. You gotta get in there and dig a little bit. But once you get a hold of it, pull it out of there, the handle will slide right off. And it should be on this side, so you can't really get in there to see what side it's on. The idea is to get this in there and get it underneath of it and pull it out. Which ain't easy sometimes. I got a hold over now. I had to go in between that piece. Oh, let it go. No. Yeah, there we go. We'll pull that out of there. This should slide right off. And we'll put the other one on just like we took that. Put the other one on the passenger side. And we'll put the clip back in that one. We'll keep it as a spare. We're going to put our new one in so it matches the other side. Which, I mean, really, they're the same thing. This one's just faded. I didn't put the washer thing on the other side because it wasn't there. If you want to use it, it goes like that, and that goes up in the door. But yeah, we'll keep that one as an extra. We'll throw this on. We'll call her done. I also got, mine's a convertible. I got a bezel for the cigarette lighter because my tabs broke down here. There's tabs down here. Mine broke. So we'll put those in. That one will go right there. And yeah, I'm just doing this because, I mean, those bezels didn't look that bad. I hate you driving down the road and a bezel pops up or pops out, or go down the track, like especially that one for the convertible top and the cigarette lighter. Every time I launch the car, you'd hear it pop. You'd hear it pop out. It's weird, but yeah. And then these popping out all the time, especially this one drove me nuts. Now we just need a fatter. We ain't gonna have to hollow that out a little bit. That ain't a problem. That won't do nothing. That nut. Actually, the clips hold it on. You don't really even need that screw, really. But yeah. Let's pop that in there. Well, maybe we should put the washer on this one because where that washer was on there before, it's pushed that in there so far. The other side, I don't know if... Yeah, we're going to put the washer on it. Because look. Yeah, we'll put the washer on it. But anyway, what do y'all think? That looks way better than them bezel, especially that side over there. The bezel was like popped out. It won't pop out again, I promise you that. All right, and we got the new dash. I cleaned the carpet really good. So once we get those welded in, I'm gonna have somebody weld them in. We're gonna get a swing out bar welded in. And tomorrow I'm gonna put a bigger turbo on it. And we're gonna put a better boost controller on it. And then we're gonna go to the track, see what the new boost controller and then the bigger turbo does. We're going from a GT45 turbo to a 7875. We're going from a budget build, that's the brand. It's the same as one of those eBay GT45s. But we're going from a GT45, which we ran a 986 at 134 with, I think. This car is heavy with me in it. It's 3,600 pound. And now we got this cage in there. Probably 3,700 pound now with the cage. That's another 100 pounds right there. And then, yeah, it's about 3,700, 3,750 race weight. And then we ran a 986. Well, it was about 3,600, 3,650. I'm assuming this cage weighs 8-point roll bar, whatever you want to call it. I'm assuming it weighs 100 pounds. Every bit of it, because I carried the whole thing. Yeah, it's heavy. And 986 at 134, I believe. 132, 134, somewhere in there. Then we'll put this VSR 7875 on it. Billet wheel Gen 2.5, 7875. See how fast that goes. But y'all, thanks for watching, and have a great day. We put some new bezels in. It looks a lot better. I wish the colors matched, but whatever. As long as the bezels ain't popping out, I'm happy with that.